Today, LISD has the pleasure of honoring two outstanding veterans. Jose Paz Games and his younger brother, Agustin Games, are both veterans of the United States Army. Sergeant Jose Paz Games was born in 1921 and he entered the Army in September of 1942.
Me fui yo para Corbett, New Mexico, al CC Camp, con el gobierno. Estuve un año, 3 meses, en 1941, 1941, se reventó la guerra. De aquí me hablaron para el Army. Tenía yo 21 años y fui.
He served our great country during World War II until his honorable discharge in 1945. After his discharge from the Army, he married his beautiful wife Juanita T. Games in February 1946. They were married for 68 years until her death 3 years ago.
Se murió mi esposa ahora hace como 3 años. Yo lo quería mucho. Nunca nos peleamos, todo está muy bueno. Y mi mamá la quería mucho a ella. En aquel tiempo te casaban a las 6 de la mañana en la iglesia, de modo que hubo baile todo el día.
Sergeant Games did various jobs including migrant farm work, working for the Tex-Mex Railroad Company, working at Exxon, until he finally settled at LISD in the Division of Operations as a mechanic and painter.
Pinté toda la escuela, hasta ahí me juego fútbol ahí. Todo Martin Jackson pinté yo, todo donde se sentaban los muchachos y todo. Y pintaba, y la maestra llevaba muy bien conmigo, y yo también me portaba bien, porque la maestra hay que respetarla, porque es la que está en el cuarto.
He worked at LISD for 27 years until his retirement in 1989. Mr. Jose Paz Games comes from a family of 12 brothers and sisters. His younger brother, Agustin Games, is also a veteran of the United States Army.
Hermanas y hermanos fueron 12. Hermanos, tuvo Agustín, él fue al ejército. Lo hirieron a él, Agustín, mi hermano. Y él tuvo para acá. Era el más chiquito, cuando fui yo estaba chiquito.
Agustin Games served our country during the Vietnam War. He was drafted in 1966 when he was 22 years old while he was a student in junior college. Agustin served from August 1966 to July of 1968.
I was trained to be a driver for the personal armor carrier. We call him Papa Charlie. And they trained me, but when you were in Vietnam, the sergeant told you, you're a soldier, because many of the drivers of that personal carrier would object. He said, hey, I was trained to be a driver, not an infantryman. And the sergeant would tell you, hey, you're a soldier. Today, tonight, night patrol. So every night, we would stop being a driver and become an infantryman.
After the war, Agustin Games continued his education and received a bachelor's, a master's, and a supervisor's degree. He worked for LISD for close to 42 years in various teaching and supervisory positions, but his favorite was teaching students how to play the guitar.
I enjoy working with children. And my favorite was teaching guitar to the students. I did that for many, many years, about 35 years with LISD.
He shares with us where he got his passion for playing the guitar.
My mother, Josefa Mendez de Games, played the guitar. So I remember that she would sit me on the ground and show me, mira Agustín, así se hace, okay? And I learned, but of course I didn't pay attention. I was only 6, 7 years old. But later on, when I became about maybe 12, 13, 14, I really started teaching. She's the one that me sembró la semilla, you know. Every time I came from work, believe it or not, I would go to my room and get my guitar and play, you know. Relaxes your mind, really. So that's what I do. La guitarra para mí es lo mejor. Es mi segunda esposa.
And speaking about wives, Mr. Agustin Games tells us about his real wife, Alicia Aurora, who he has been married with close to 48 years.
My wife, Alicia Aurora, she's a wonderful lady, wonderful mother. I need to give credit to her. She guided my 3 children, Agustin, Gabriel, and Adriana Aurora. And they're all professionals. They have their schooling, you know. But I have to give credit to my wife. She's really she's very soft-spoken, but when she talks, la verdad. And she's been very good to me.
Thank you, Agustin and Jose Paz Games. LISD salutes your service to our country and to our school district.